Let us continue periodic classification of elements, in which we will take mercury. We will take mercury electronic configuration. We will take, for which Euler's diagram we will draw. First shell 1s, second shell 2s 2p, third shell 3s 3p 3d, fourth shell 4s 4p 4d 4f, fifth shell 5s 5p 5d 5f 5g, sixth shell 6s 6p, and so on. So seventh shell 7s and etc. Okay. Now energy level we will see. Lowest energy level is 1s, next higher energy level 2s, next 2p 3s, next 3p 4s, next 3d 4p 5s, next 4d 5p 6s, next 4f 5d 6p 7s. Energy levels. Now atomic number of mercury. Atomic number of mercury 80. 80 electrons will distribute to here. 2 p subshell can take maximum 6. Now we are distributing. D subshell can take maximum 10 electrons. D can take maximum 10. Now up to this we filled. Up to this one we filled. Now how many electrons we will count? Here 10, here 10, 20, it is 30, it is 40, 50, 56, 56, 60, 70. So remaining 10 electrons are there. 10 electrons goes to 5d. So last electron goes to 5d. Therefore it is a d block element. Okay, it is a d block element, we said. Okay. Next, this general valence shell configuration will see. General valence shell configuration, for which this 6s we will take. We are taking this 6s. 6s we will take. 6s we will take it as ns2. This 5d10 we will take. This 5d10 we will write it as n-1 d10. For d block we have to take penultimate shell, d subshell we have to take for d block. So general valence shell configuration is n-1 d10 ns2. Okay, sir. So outermost shell we have to take, and the penultimate shell d subshell we have to take for d block elements. Sir. Next, whether it is a d block in the sense of transition elements or not transition elements, that we have to say. Sir. Transition elements means two definitions. One is element valence shell. Element valence shell d subshell should have incompletely filled. Okay. Element valence shell d subshell is incompletely filled means transition elements. Now valence shell configuration is given, d subshell is completely filled, therefore it is not transition element as per this definition. Next definition is a stable oxidation state. Mercury can show one oxidation state +1. In +1 it will exist as mercurous ion. Mercurous ion will be in dimeric form. Mercurous ion will be in dimeric form. Okay. For mercurous ion configuration is one electron we have to remove here. So they remove one electron from 6s. So we will get a 5d10 6s1. Then another oxidation state is what means Hg2+. Another oxidation state is Hg2+. Hg2+ is called mercuric. Hg2+ is called mercuric. So remove one electron from here, that is from 6s. So you will get a 5d10 6s2. 5d10 6s2. Now this is only these oxidation states mercury can show, +1, otherwise +2. That's all. So this in the stable oxidation state also, the d subshell, valence shell d subshell is completely filled. Therefore it is not transition element. So it is not transition elements. It is not transition element. Sir, okay. So mercury is not transition element. So now we will see mercury belongs to which group. That group elements we will see. Now we will see mercury group elements. Mercury group elements in the sense first element is zinc, next cadmium, next mercury, next copernicium. Now general valence shell configuration is what means n-1 d10 ns2. n-1 d10 ns2 is the general valence shell configuration that we will take. So for zinc 3d10 4s2, cadmium 4d10 5s2, mercury 5d10 6s2, copernicium 6d10 7s2. It is zinc family. Zinc can show what oxidation number in the sense +2. Zinc can show +2 oxidation number. Cadmium can show +2 oxidation number. Mercury can show +1 oxidation number, otherwise +2 oxidation number. So general oxidation number is +2. Therefore, this group is a 2B group as per European system. As per European system, 2B group. Okay. Here, European group number is not number of electrons in the valence shell. Okay. So for zinc family, number of electrons in the valence shell is 12. So IUPAC group number is 12. IUPAC group number is 12. But European system is 2B because these elements can show general oxidation state +2. Therefore, European group number is 2B. Set. Next period number. For this zinc, outermost shell principal quantum number is 4. Therefore, it is 4th period. It is 5th, it is 6th, it is 7th. Okay. Period number we said. Next, these are transition elements are not transition elements, means in these elements the valence shell d subshell is completely filled. Therefore, these elements are not transition elements. Sir, okay. Next, we will see about F block elements. F block elements. For F block elements, general valence shell configuration is what means n-2 F1 to 14 n-1 d 0,1 ns2. So this n is called outermost shell. n-1 means penultimate shell. This n-2 is anti-penultimate shell. This n-2 is called anti-penultimate shell. Okay. So here in this F block elements, the last electron goes to F orbital. Therefore, these are F block elements. In this electrons, F electrons deeply seated inside. Therefore, these are called inner transition elements. These are called inner transition elements. In this F block elements, two series are there. One is lanthanides. One is lanthanides. Another one is actinides. Another one is called actinides, you can say. For lanthanides, lanthanides in the sense, what is the period number? Period number is always 6. In that there is no change at all. Lanthanides means period number is 6th period. All the lanthanides will come under 6th period. That's all. Group number is European system is 3B. IUPAC is 3. There is no lanthanides means that's all. Only group number is 3B. All the elements in 3B only. IUPAC means group number 3. Period number means 6. That's all. Then actinides means 7th period. Actinides means 7th period. Group number no change, same as it is. Okay. So which are actinides? Actinides means thorium 92, lawrencium 103. 103 is atomic number. So atomic number 90 thorium to lawrencium 103. These 14 elements are called actinides. For all the actinides, period number is 7th period. Group number is European 3B, IUPAC 3. That's all. For all the 14 elements. Lanthanides, starting from atomic number 58, that element is cerium, cerium atomic number 58 to lutetium 71. Lutetium 71. These 14 elements are called lanthanides. All these 14 elements coming under 6th period, group number is 3B. Sir, okay. Now we will go for conclusion. We will go it. Okay. Conclusion is what we will see. Now, first one is representative elements. So, which are representative elements? S block elements and P block elements. P block elements. Except in P block, exception is what means noble gas. Exception is what means noble gas. Okay. Representative elements means valence shell is equal to outermost shell. Valence shell configuration is equal to outermost shell configuration. Then in the valence shell, number of electrons less than 8. In the valence shell, number of electrons is less than 8, that is representative elements. For representative elements, what is the European group number? European group number is 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A and 7A. These are the group numbers. Sorry. IUPAC group number is what? IUPAC group number. IUPAC group number for S block. IUPAC group number for S block is 1 and 2. That's all. European group number is respective 1A, 2A. European group number. For S block, IUPAC group number is first group, second group. European group number is for first group 1A, for second group 2A. Then P block. So P block, if we take, what are the possibilities? Means 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A. That's all. For P block, representative elements, these groups. IUPAC group number means to this you have to add 10. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. So these are representative elements. Their group numbers we said. Period number means what you have to do means outermost shell principal quantum number is period number for whatever the element. Period number is equal to principal quantum number of outermost shell. Principal quantum number of outermost shell is called period number. For whatever the element in the whole periodic table, outermost shell principal quantum number is nothing but period number. That's all. Sorry. So for representative elements means we have to find it like this. Sorry. Next, noble gases. Noble gases means how to find. How to find noble gases. The given element is noble gas. How to know it? How to know it? That we'll see. Noble gases means general valence shell configuration is ns2 np6. That means outermost shell will have 8 electrons except what means helium. For helium alone 1s2. Remaining all outermost shell will have 8 electrons. Okay. So noble gases in the sense outermost shell will have 8 electrons ns2 np6. Okay. s2 sp6. It is octet configuration for noble gas. Here European group number is what means 0 group. IUPAC group number is 18th group. It is the last. It is the last group. So IUPAC group number is 18th group. Okay. Sorry. Noble gases we have to find it like this. Period number means for whatever the elements it is a point. Okay. Next we'll see transition elements. Transition elements. Transition elements means all the D block elements except zinc family. Except zinc family. All the D block elements except zinc family is called transition elements. D block elements means 10 groups. So transition elements means 9 groups as per IUPAC, except because zinc family is not coming under transition elements. So now D block general electronic configuration we'll see, and S block and the transition elements general electronic configuration we'll see. So for D block general electronic configuration is n-1 D 1 to 10 and ns 1 to 2. Okay. So for D block general valence shell configuration is n-1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. That means 1 to 10 means from number 1 to 10 any number can be there. Any number can be there here. That is the thing. ns 1 to 2 means in S 1 electron can be there or 2 electrons can be there. That is the meaning. It is for a D block. Sorry, okay. So for D block, what is the European group number? For D block, what is the European group number means starting is 3B, then 4B, 5B, 6B, 7B, then 8th, then 1B, then 2B. Now IUPAC group number we'll see. IUPAC group number means European group number is nothing but IUPAC group number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to this. For up to this, now we have written up to 7, now up to this. Here, how to select European group number means number of electrons in the valence shell is nothing but European group number and also IUPAC group number. For D block. For D block means valence shell configuration is this one, n-1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. Outermost shell configuration is ns. For D block, understand it, D block means last electron will go to D orbital. For D block, valence shell configuration is n-1 D 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. Outermost shell is ns 1 to 2. Okay. So if D is completely filled also, in the valency shell we have to consider D subshell, we have to consider, we must. So D block means n minus 1, D 1 to 10, ns 1 to 2. Set. Now, so European group number, how to say means number of valency electrons in number of electrons in the valency shell is European group number, same IUPAC group number. That's only Roman letter, here ordinary letter. Okay. Next, number of electrons in the valency shell in the D block for IUPAC is 8, 9, 10. This 8, 9, 10 together called 8th group in the European system. Here 8 means number of electrons in the valency shell. 9 means number of electrons in the valency shell. 10 means number of electrons in the valency shell. Okay. D block means valency shell means D and S both you have to consider it. This 8th group, 9th group, 10th group together called Roman letter 8th in European, don't give V. Sir. Then here this 1B. This 1B means here valence shell will have 11 electrons. D will have 10, S will have 1. This valence is 1, therefore 1B is given in European system. Then here 12. D is 10, S is 2. Okay, this D is 10, this S is 2 for this 12. Here European group number is 2B because general valence is 2 plus 2. General valence is 2, therefore European group number is 2B. Okay. So for D block, how to say European group number and IUPAC group number, that we got idea. Sir. Next we will go for inner transition elements. Inner transition elements in the sense. Inner transition elements in the sense F block. For F block, we have to say this one. That's all. F block elements means general valence shell configuration is n minus 2 F1 to 14, n minus 1 D 0, 1, ns2. Like this we have to say. Okay, now this why it is called inner transition elements, because this f orbital electrons goes to inner penultimate shell. Okay, anti-penultimate shell, F block, F orbital. Okay, for F block elements only two series, lanthanates and actinates. Lanthanates means 6th period, that's all. Actinates means 7th period. Group number for both is 3B, European, IUPAC 3. In that there is no other change. Sir, okay. Now to say type of which block, which type of element, valence shell configuration and group number, period number, we want electronic configuration. We want electronic configuration means we should know atomic number. How to find atomic number? Suppose element name is given. Element name what is given in the sense gold. How to know this atomic number? If atomic number is given, we will write electronic configuration and we will proceed. If atomic number not given, suppose the element name is given dysprosium, dy. Element name given dysprosium, what is its period number, what is its group number is the question. Then for to say that we want electronic configuration, after writing electronic configuration only we can say these details. So how to say the electronic configuration? If you know atomic number, so how to say atomic number? How to remember atomic number for the element given? Okay, for that case we should know the periodic table. Okay, so we will take periodic table. We will take in the periodic table 18 columns. We will take. So we will take 18 columns. So this is the first column. Next it is the second column. It is the second column we have taken. Next second column, it is third column, it is fourth, fifth, sixth. Now it is this is what means S block. S block is having only two groups. S block is having only two groups. Why? Because S orbital can take maximum 2 electrons, so that S block is having two groups. Then D block. After S block, D block we have to write. D block can take, T block contains 10 groups as per IUPAC, because D subshell can take 10 electrons. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, it is 5, it is 6, it is 7, it is 8, it is 9, it is 10th. Okay, 10th over. So 10 columns we have given as per IUPAC, 10 groups we have given for D block. Next P block we will take. So P block in the sense P subshell can take maximum 6 electrons. P subshell can take maximum 6 electrons, therefore 6 groups. So 6 columns we will write. One for first column, second column, third column, fourth, fifth, then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is over. Then we will go for a sixth. We will go. So we have done sixth. Sir, so we have completed 18 columns. We have completed. Next we have to go for 7 periods. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 5. It is 5. Next we will write 6 and 7. We will write. So we will write 6 and 7. Okay, 6 and 7 we have drawn. Okay, 7 periods we have given. Next year, what we have to do in the sense, under the periodic table, we have to give 2 series. One is lanthanides, another one is actinides. 2 series we are giving. Lanthanides and actinides, they are called F block elements. Okay. Here, 14 elements will be there in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, for lanthanides and actinides. Sorry. So first we will give a European IUPAC group number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will give IUPAC group number here 13. IUPAC group number we have given. Okay. For this, what is IUPAC group number means 3. For F block, completely IUPAC group number, that's all 3. For 28 elements, what is IUPAC group number means 3. So European group number we will give. European group number means for S block and P block you have to give A. So this is what means 1A. For S block and P block you give A. Okay, it is 2A. For P block we will give. P block here group number 13 means valence is 3, therefore 3A. Here valence is 4, 4A. Valence is 5. Valence is 6. It is valence is 7. It is 0. Noble gases, therefore 0. Now for this F block completely 3B. Okay. European group number we have given. Now for D block. For D block what you have to do means B we have to give. It is 3, therefore 3B. It is 4, 4B. 5B. 6B. It is 7B. Now see, IUPAC group number 8, 9, 10 together called 8th group, don't give B. Sorry, 11th group is IUPAC 11th group is coinage metals, copper, silver, gold, rhodium. For that valence, general valence is 1, therefore 1B. 12th IUPAC 12th group is zinc family, zinc, cadmium, mercury, copernicium. For that European system is 2B. European system 2B. Sorry, okay. So now we have given a period number we have given for F block only. This is lanthanides. Lanthanides means 6th period. It is actinides 7th period. In lanthanides, valence electron, last electron goes to 4f orbital. Therefore, it is 4f series. For actinides, last electron goes to 5f orbital. Therefore, 5f series. So now we have given. Now how to say the atomic number? How to say the atomic number? Okay, if name of element is given, how to say the atomic number? For which we should know the name of element. We should know it. So name of element we will write here. First hydrogen, then lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. Next here beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Here scandium, yttrium, lanthanum, actinium. Here titanium, zirconium, hafnium, rutherfordium. Here vanadium, niobium, tantalum, dubnium. Here manganese, here chromium will come. Here chromium, molybdenum, tungsten, seaborgium. Here manganese, technetium, rhenium, borium. Rhenium, borium. Here iron, ruthenium, rhodium, iridium. Here cobalt, here one correction here. In this iron, ruthenium, osmium, osmium. Here cobalt, rhodium, iridium, meitnerium. Next nickel, palladium, platinum, tungstenium. Here copper, silver, gold, bronzenium. Here zinc, cadmium, mercury, copernicium. Here boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, neonium. Next carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, and palladium. Here nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, moscovium. Next oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, livermonium. Next fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, tennessine, TS. Next here helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, oganesson, OG. Okay. Next F block we will see cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, lutetium. Next actinides, thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium, curium, berkelium, californium, einsteinium, fermium, mendelevium, nobelium, lawrencium. Okay. Now we will see the atomic number. Okay. Now atomic number in the sense first period contains how many elements you will see. First period contains 2 elements. Second period contains 8 elements. Third period contains 8 elements. This fourth period contains 18 elements. This fifth period contains 18 elements. Sixth period contains 32 elements. Seventh period contains 32 elements. Okay. Now we want to know the atomic number of which one in the sense suppose antimony. Antimony atomic number we want. We want atomic number of antimony. Okay. So we know that this is 1. This is 1. Okay. To this add 2. Add this 2. You will get this atomic number 3. To this add 8. This 8 you add it. This atomic number you will get 11. To this add 8. You will get this atomic number 19. To this you add 18. You will get this atomic number 37. To this you add 18. You will get this atomic number 55. To this you add 32. You will get this atomic number 86. Sir. So we came to know that atomic number of which one in the sense this atomic number we came to know that is 19. Okay. So from this we can go, it is 19 in the sense 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Therefore selenium atomic number is what means 34. Like this we can say. Otherwise. Now helium atomic number we know 2. To this you add 8. You will get neon 10. To this add 8. You will get argon 18. To this add 18. You will get krypton 36. To this add 18. You will get xenon 54. To this you add 18. You will get radon 86. To this you add 32. You will get OG 140. Now we know 36. Therefore you go reverse. It is 35. It is 34. So selenium we got it 34. Sorry. Okay. So in this way we can find atomic number. We can find it. Okay. Next element we will take what in the sense we will take this hafnium. We will take. We want hafnium. So we are going for hafnium. Okay. Hafnium atomic number we want to say. சரியா? Now hafnium atomic number we want in the sense these atomic numbers we said already. This is 1, this is 3, it is 11, it is 19, it is 37, it is 55, it is 86, 87 we say. Hafnium V1 means it is 55, therefore it is 56, it is 57. You should remember that between lanthanum and hafnium you give like this arrow mark. Between actinium and rutherfordium you give like this arrow mark. Here between lanthanum and actinium, how many elements are there? Means 14 elements are there, that is called lanthanides. Between actinium and rutherfordium, how many elements are there? Means 14 elements are there, that is called actinides. Like this arrow mark you give it. Okay, so it is 57. Here in after 57 14 elements are there, so add it, 14, add it, how much you are getting? 71. Then hafnium is how much? Means 72. Hafnium is 72. Like this we have to say. So we got hafnium how much atomic number? Means 72 we got. Suppose we are coming to which one? In the sense bismuth. So bismuth atomic number we want to say it. Okay, so now we will go for a bismuth atomic number. So bismuth atomic number we will go it. What is the atomic number? We will see. It is radon is 86. Radon is 86, astatine 84, polonium 85. Therefore bismuth is how much? Means 80. This is 86, it is 85, it is 84. Therefore bismuth is 83. So we can say atomic number like this. Bismuth is 83 we can say. Otherwise if you want to come like this, it is 55, 56, 57. Now you have to add 14 because lanthanides are there. Therefore 71, it is 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. So bismuth is 83. Like this also you can say. So now the element is given is the given element is what? Means the given element is this terbium Tb. The given element is terbium Tb. For this how to say atomic number, that we'll see. The given element is terbium Tb. For this atomic number we have to say. So terbium comes under this sixth period. So here, so how to say that atomic number? It is 55, it is 56, it is 57. Lanthanum is 57. Then you have to come to this cerium: 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. So terbium atomic number is how much? In the sense 65 we can say. So like this you have to find the atomic number. Then you have to go for electronic configuration. After electronic configuration you have to go for selecting valence shell. Now see, valence shell is equal to outermost shell for which one? Means for S block and P block. Valence shell is equal to outermost shell for which one? In the sense for S block and P block. For D block means, okay, D subshell, n-1 D subshell and ns subshell. It is the valence shell configuration. For F block means n-2 F, n-1 D and ns. Okay, remember that. How to select valence shell means as per the block you select the valence shell. Okay, so remember that S block and P block, in the sense valence shell and outermost shell same. There is no doubt. Valence shell is equal to outermost shell. For D block, remember D block means n-1 D and ns. For F block, n-2 F, n-1 D and ns. Okay, this you should follow like this only. Okay, so for D block, suppose if we take zinc family, in zinc family D subshell is completely filled, so we need not take it as valence shell. Like this argument we need not go. Okay, it is a condition, that's all. S block, P block means valence shell is equal to outermost shell. D block means n-1 D and ns. F block means n-2 F, n-1 D, ns. In this way only you should take. Okay, so we got idea regarding this electronic configuration. How to find atomic number, how to get electronic configuration, how to say type of block, type of element, and periodic period number, this and all. This and all we got idea regarding this. Okay, next we will go for periodic properties. We are going for periodic properties. What is periodic properties? That we will see. Now we are going for periodic properties of elements. we are going for a periodic properties of elements. So which are called periodic properties? Set. First we will see properties. We will see properties in the sense any one variable is called properties. That means in the chemistry, in the sense which are properties, we will see melting point, boiling point, density. These are called physical properties. Then atomic radius, ionic radius, ionization energy, enthalpy, the electron affinity, electronegativity, electropositivity. These are called what means properties. What is called periodic? Periodic in the sense gradual change. Periodic in the sense gradual change. Gradual change is called periodic. So periodically, gradually changing. So periodic in the sense gradually changing. So the properties which change gradually are called periodic properties. So which are periodic properties means atomic radius, ionic radius, electronegativity, electropositivity, ionization energy. These are all called periodic properties, we can say. So now we will see first periodic property we will take, that is atomic radius. The first periodic property is called atomic radius. So what is atomic radius? Distance between a center of nucleus to outermost shell is called atomic radius. So now atomic radius in the sense distance between center of nucleus to outermost shell is called atomic radius. Now outermost shell in the sense can we say the boundary? Saying the boundary for the atom is difficult. Quantum mechanics says exact boundary we cannot say. We cannot say exact boundary. If we cannot say exact boundary, then how to say atomic radius? So saying atomic radius, finding atomic radius is highly difficult. So we are unable to find atomic radius. So we are unable to find atomic radius means what is the other solution? What is the other possibility? So other possibilities we are taking. What is the other possibilities means we are taking metal lattice. We are taking metal crystals. In the periodic table, if you see what are the elements are present. What are the elements are present means these are the how many elements are there means here we have committed mistake. It is not 114, it is 118. In this OG is 118. This OG is how much means 118. This OG is 118. Okay. So now this is a periodic table. In this periodic table, which are metals and which are non-metals, which are metalloids, that we will come to know it. Okay, sir. Which are metals, which are non-metals, which are metalloids, that we will see. So which are metalloids in the sense that will have both behavior, that is metallic behavior and non-metallic behavior, both will be there. So which in the sense this boron, this silicon, this germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, polonium, astatine. These are called metalloids. So which are metalloids you see? This boron, this silicon, afterwards this germanium, this arsenic, next one is this antimony, then this tellurium and polonium and astatine. So these are coming under which in the sense metalloids. So which are metalloids you see? This boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, polonium, astatine. These are metalloids. Metalloids in the sense metallic nature as